I believe that it's just right now the transition into. I've made things a lot more tougher on me. Being unemployed for the past 5 months, being being a binge drinker on the weekends, you know, yeah, I thank God that I thank not only God, but I thank myself for getting away from smoking pot and smoking things I shouldn't be smoking. But, it's a battle. It's a battle that I have lost in the past where I've always stated, oh, I'm gonna do better. But then I continue to mess things up and continue to do stupid things. You know, I talked to someone very dearly to me about temptation. I have been the worst with temptation. If temptation was put in front of me in the past, I'd soak into it. I'd love it. I'm being honest with you, the listener. I'm being honest with myself. I'm being honest with God. You know, we're all sinners, but I've loved the sin of drinking a lot. I've loved the sin of smoking weed. I've loved the sin of masturbating. I've loved the sin of doing drugs. I don't have to get too much more into detail than that, but you get my drift. I'm a slave of sin. Slave of sin. As much as I have done really good for the Lord in doing this radio show, I just wanted to put that foremost. You need to know that. You know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone that has listened to me and has been encouraged and has heard the Holy Spirit, because that's who I represent. But this weekend I did not represent the Holy Spirit. I know I made God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit kind of look a little bad, but I represented my nature. I represented my heart. I represented my lust. I represented my addictions. And now I'm going to pay the consequences. I'm paying the consequences now, and I will for a long time. But I do promise this one thing. I'm going to try to change. I'm going to try. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to happen. I'm not going to promise that it will happen. But I will try. Because I can only feel this way for so long before, you know, it really starts to hit. And it's tough. It's tough. I'm just going to vent a little bit longer. And it's tough not being able to find work. And I've had interviews, and it just seems like nothing's working out for me. You know, and this is not an excuse for what's happened this weekend. I've owned up to that. You know, and I'm owning up to I'm being responsible for what I've done and the things that I can't even remember. You know, and I apologize to everyone. The cops that came and tried to calm me down. My parents told me that they tried to calm me down numerous times. Gave me opportunity after opportunity to just go to bed. But no. I ended up... This is not easy for me to admit to you all, but I'm going to have to. I don't have to, but I want to. Because I'm going to get better regardless. You know, and pray for me. But I took all my clothes. And I took a lunchbox and put all my personal items in it. This is what I was told. I do not remember doing this. This is how blacked out drunk I was. And I scattered it all around the stairs right outside of my apartment. Took the lunchbox, kicked it down the hallway, and it echoed throughout the whole building. I screamed out, "I don't give a fuck." That's what it says in the statement. I called the cop a fuckboy. I called the cop I can't remember what the other word was, but either way, don't remember. doing these things, and that scares me. And it has scared me to the point to where I realize that change is needed. That's why I titled this episode Change is Needed, and my story. Because my story has power, because I know that not only can God turn this mess into a message, as well as the Holy Spirit and Jesus, but I'm turning it into a message right now. You know, as I've grown into my faith, I've also grown into the world and what the world loves to do, and the lust of the world. It's a battle that I have won at times, a lot of times, but I've lost as well. So just my advice to you, the listener, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of what you've done to the max, to where it brings you to where I'm at today. Because I'm going to change this. You know, with the power of God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit, it's going to make it even easier, but it's still going to be a challenge. And to change, it's not easy. I know anyone that's listening, to change completely from what you've been doing for 5+ years, if more, you're fighting your old self. My old self loves to party. My old self loves to take those glances at females. My old self, and I'm saying old self because I'm trying to put it away and in the grave, so to speak, because I believe that's what needs to happen. I've come this far just to tell you and to tell myself that it's going to get better. Sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. And I've messed up. And I'm owning up to that. I'm owning up to the realization that I overdrank. Not only that, just my thoughts. You know? I think too much on the negative side sometimes. And it's, it's Mark, just think more positive, this, that, yeah. Sometimes it's not that easy when you've been through the things that I've been through. You know? And when you have your heart broken by someone, you know, and I know what you're thinking now. Oh, he's making excuses. No, I'm just telling you who I am and what I've become. It's not easy. It's not easy for me. But you want to know what? It's going to be okay. And today, I'm going to acknowledge God. And I'm going to get into a couple verses that I believe not only could help me, but could help you as well. Even though I'm not worthy, I'm literally a piece of shit. I really am. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. Exactly that. I am a piece of shit. Excuse my language. We will definitely have to put this explicit. But that's what I am. Now, is that what I'll be for the rest of my life? No. Because that's up to me. It's up to me. I wouldn't be feeling like I'm feeling now and how I've been feeling for the past couple weeks. No, not the past couple weeks. Since I got bailed out. I've made things harder on myself. And that has to change. That has to change. But you, the listener, don't be discouraged. Because if you got things going for you, if you have a job, if you have someone that loves you, if you have things that are going right for you, don't take it for granted. Please don't take it for granted, because that's what I've done in the past, and that's why I'm here today with nothing. I have hit a rock bottom. The only thing that I can really be thankful for is my parents, and for a special someone named Brenda that talked to me the night I got out for an hour and a half and told me what I needed to hear. Now, was it what I wanted to hear? No, because it was the truth. And I have to evaluate not only myself in this situation, but I got to evaluate everyone that's been a part of my life. And that's just the way it is. I'm going to have to be by myself probably for a while before I can reunite with past friends or you know what? I don't know what's going to be in store. But I need to trust God 110%, not just 90% like I have. And thinking that the 10% I can just carry along with me and do it on my own. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. And everyone has their own little opinions, and that's fine. I appreciate your advice, this, that, you know. But here's my thing. Here's my thing. Oh, Mark, it's okay if you drink a little bit. No, it's not. It's not okay. And I don't want to hear that, oh, Jesus made wine. Yeah, but Jesus drank that little sip of wine, a little bit of wine, and then died on the cross for you and me. So that's not a good thing. You know? It's not like Jesus, had a party and drank till he couldn't see, till he blacked out like I did this weekend. No. Don't let the world fool you, man. Don't let them fool you. Because I've been fooled. And I know who really cares, and I know who pretends to care. And, at the end of the day, I'm going to reevaluate everyone, including myself. And I don't know what's in store. I really don't. And I'd sit here and be a liar if I said I'm not scared. Because change ain't easy. Change is the hardest thing you could ever do in your life. I've attempted to change so many times and failed. Got right back into whatever I was doing. And it's not good. Not good at all. And it actually feels really good to get this out because, I've been feeling pretty down. I've been feeling pretty out. But you know what? I got a smile on my face now because I know this will help someone. I know this episode will not only help someone, but it's helping me. And at the end of the day, it's all that really matters. I gotta help myself. How am I supposed to help other people that have fallen, that don't even have Christ in their life, or don't even know what Christ represents, or this and that, or I've never even heard it? How can I help those people if I can't even help myself? How can I be in a healthy relationship with a female and build if I can't even be happy with myself? How can I have great friendships and great brother and sisterly love with my fellow Christians if I'm not even living right? Because I haven't lived right. I've been a liar. I've been a hypocrite. And that's the truth. You can't. We have too many people in the world that do that, and I've been fooled into being one of them, and I promise that's going to change. But it starts with me. It starts with me. I can't say, well, I don't have a girlfriend. This is the excuses, that I've used. Oh, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a job. I live with mommy and daddy, and it's like, don't get me wrong, those play a big role in my depression, but the only person that I have to blame is myself, because all